Hi, I'm Luke Sparks, Chief Executive here at Dixons. Today, I'm at our Centre for Growth, the home of talent and development across Dixons, growing our people, growing our organisation and growing our commitment to the sector. This episode of our series on our latest thinking, the Trust Trifecta, focuses on the first track of our big trifecta. Prepare. According to Lencioni, a successful organisation has to be two things, smart and healthy. Leaders pay too much attention to the former and not enough to the latter. And being smart does not mean you will be healthy. A smart organisation is good at strategy, marketing, finance, technology, the classic fundamentals. As meaningful competitive advantages, they are no longer anything close to what they once were. The real advantage, more important than any of the others ever were, is organisational health. A healthy organisation has minimal politics and confusion, high morale and productivity, and very low turnover among the best employees. Organisational health has four simple but hard disciplines. Build a cohesive leadership team, create clarity, over-communicate clarity, and finally, reinforce clarity. This is the preparation before you even get to the mountain. This is the hours of fitness work. This is the endurance training. This is having the dream to turn a wild plan into reality. And that means teamwork. Central to any success Dixons has experienced as a trust is our shared clarity of mission. We all know why we are here. If you are in your classroom and you need to reinforce an expectation, you are able to do so knowing that the teacher before you on the timetable will have said the same thing, and that by repeating it, you will be making life easier, not only for the teacher coming next, but also for the child. If you are a leader and you are holding a colleague to account, you do so knowing that your colleague already knows what is expected of them, and they anticipate being held to account, and the same would happen in another school in our trust, or if their line manager changed. It is so healthy to know you will not be undermined. This preparedness for the expedition, the commitment to organisational health, holds its own little trifecta: team, roles and relationship. In order to get up the mountain, we need a great team. Irrespective of individual expertise, we know there is a common set of characteristics that create what Lencioni calls the ideal team player. The first is humble. Ideal team players are humble. They lack excessive ego and are quick to point out the contribution of others. They define success collectively. The second is hungry. Ideal team players are hungry. They are always looking for more. They are self-motivated and diligent. And the third is smart. Ideal team players are smart. They have common sense about people and intuition around the subtleties of group dynamics. And how do you develop one if you don't have it? At Dixons, we action plan this with each of our leaders. We know that being great is often far from being ideal, but we also know that getting better is always the objective. Role. The objective of the expedition is collective success. This is known and intentionally designed in from the outset. The desire is for all schools to perform equitably with our pathfinders. The intentional objective is for equity of quality for all our children and sustained and sustaining professional development across our trust. As such, we need to get the right people onto the team, but then ensure they are in the most effective role. A great person in the wrong role is a waste. Leaders designing whatever, curricula, professional growth, safeguarding procedures, are equally responsible for their understanding of the theory and the precision of their plans for implementation. At Dixons, our commitment to implementation planning is central to our ability to move theory into practice. This has helped us dismantle the out-of-date barriers between the educational and operational sides of trust workings. We sincerely regard implementation as pivotal. That means we need excellent, free-flowing working relationships with teams that cut across the organisation. Our non-educationalists are equitably central to the development of education at Dixons. Relationship. When people trust you and believe you care about them, they are much more likely to accept and act on your praise and criticism. They are more likely to tell you what they really think about what you are doing well, and more importantly, not doing so well. They will engage in this same behaviour with one another and embrace their role in the team, focusing on getting results. Absence of trust occurs when team members are reluctant to be vulnerable with one another and are unwilling to admit their mistakes, weaknesses or need for help. Teams that lack trust are incapable of engaging in unfiltered debate, causing situations where team conflict can easily turn into veiled discussions and back-channel comments. Establish that conflict is welcome and purposeful and define what healthy conflict looks like. Without conflict, it is difficult for team members to commit to decisions. Ambiguity prevails. This makes employees, particularly star employees, disgruntled. Clarity and closure are paramount. Set clear deadlines and review key decisions at the end of meetings so these can be cascaded. When teams don't commit to a clear plan of action, even the most focused and driven individuals hesitate to call out their peers. Effective teams know that a team member calling them out not only has the right to do so because expectations and deadlines were clear, but that it is not a personal attack. Get the right people, get them each into the right role, and get communication right. This will get you to the foot of the mountain. Now, onward to base camp, the time to get readied for the ascent. The next episode of this series will explain the second track of our big trifecta, plan. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already done so, please remember to sign up to our open source platform.